Hey everyone. So I'm back. I hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend. And I've got a couple extra cards in this reading this time around. So I actually pulled from Romance Angels deck today. And just to give you something a little bit extra as it pertains to love, relationships, that was just really on my heart today. Love, how we're loving, the nature of our relationships. One of the things I've been considering now is decluttering. And I had gotten an email from a mailing list I'm on for Sauerkraut. And she was mentioning the importance of decluttering energetically, decluttering physically. And, it's not just about feng shui, and it may not be about just getting rid of all of your junk mail. It's also about the decluttering of relationships and moving forward from relationships that we feel that are holding us back or not on the same vibration where we are, or at least aren't heading in the same direction. And it's a difficult thing to feel that you're no longer on the same page with the people in your life that you love or are used to, grown accustomed to. And it can be a part of hard, difficult conversations to have. But, in every case, you don't have to necessarily dissolve every single relationship in its completion. There are levels to it. Some relationships are intended to dissolve and you go your separate ways. Some relationships are where you have to just manage your expectations with the person and create more space between you and them. And it may not be the same type of relationship, but it can still be salvaged. Ultimately, the decision comes down to what you feel, how you feel being a part of that partnership, how you feel when you have to be in contact with this person, when you're around them. Is there a sense of ease, or if there is a sense of difficulty, frustration, confusion, or just you're not feeling your best around them, but you were feeling your best before that? Or, there's no reciprocation. So there are a lot of different things that it could be, but ultimately you've got to sit with yourself and realize, what am I feeling? And what actions can I take to make this better for all parties involved? Because sometimes what you think you're feeling you may not be the only person feeling it. It could be mutual. Okay? So we're going to get right into it. And the first three cards from the map deck are reversals. And reversals always get me a little shook up a little bit. I'm like, oh no, I'm coming back and I got to show them all these reversals. But you know what? These reversals are good. Well, I consider them to be good. Or, the lessons and the things that the cards are advising. So this first card we got is Stuck in the Mud reversal. So this stuck in the mud means that, you were being stubborn and wanting to get your way on something, wanting to have something the way you wanted to have it, and you kept pushing and you just were not getting anywhere. That's what it means to be outside of the flow. So whatever it is you were gunning for recently, maybe you put it down already. If you have not put it down, and just move on. Find something else to do. If you have to push too hard for something to work out, to come to fruition, then that might not be the direction you need to go in. So, yeah, step away from it. Look at it in a different way. Focus on something else entirely. Okay? Right now, next reversal is the deep freeze. So here's what it looks like upright. It's frozen, lion. Deep freeze, chill. Whenever I see that card means chill. Just wait. I don't know what's going on with you right now. Jupiter, retrograde, and Sag, there's a lot of changes in people's lives, in their physical realm. And it could be anything. It could be anything. If you are unsure the direction you need to go in, or the changes you need to make in your life, if you are unclear, just wait. Just wait for it to come to you, okay? So that's what that deep freeze card is. And sometimes you have to rest. And if you keep pushing in a direction and not rest, you'll be forced to rest. So if you push something prematurely, it can just collapse on you. So just be sure to just chill out right now. However, we got this card, Solitude in reverse, 13. So this means that, don't do this alone. Don't do this alone. Focus on something else. Go out, try something new, have fun, be with your friends. This solitude bit is, if you are feeling alone, you don't have to be. Let somebody know that you're feeling alone. Sometimes when we have these feelings of aloneness, we feel like, oh, I don't want to be around no one. I don't want to do anything. I just want to lay, or no one will understand, or I don't feel it. Just push yourself even a little bit to just communicate or help someone else. Get out, do something. There could be a lot on your plate right now. You could be busy, concerned, worried about a lot, and then sometimes you internalize it, and then it makes you freeze up, and before you know it, you were just like stuck and not realizing you're feeling, maybe depressed feelings, or you're just not feeling okay, you're not feeling yourself. Just tell somebody, somebody close to you, and, get out, do something. Because when you start isolating yourself, not feeling like yourself, that can just block some of the things that could be coming toward you. And so, like I mentioned, I have a card from Romance Angels, and this card is about attraction. This card says, get out there and enjoy, and appreciate, and smile, and be your wonderful self. Because when you are in that air of happiness and enjoyment, you're more attractive to others. You're more fun to be around. More people, might, you might be more eye-catching to individuals, and when you're feeling your best self. So come out of solitude, go out, smell the roses, be your attractive self, meet new people, rekindle something. Attraction. And if you are looking for romance in your life, this reading is, you'll see when we go along, that it does touch upon that for certain, how this is a chance, that whole decluttering bit. This is the opportunity to let go of things, relationships that are not working for you, because this is a transitional period where some new stuff might walk into your life. But you gotta go out and be attractive in order for this to kind of, to push it along some, okay? So I got you a card from Keepers of the Light deck. This is Faith. So this is Faith, yes, of hope, faith, and charity, that trio. And the Faith card is about, this is about love, okay? This is about seeing the love in yourself, seeing the love in others, trusting your heart, and carrying that out into the world with you. It says humanity and benevolence. So, this is the love part, like your fellow individual, loving you, seeing the love in others, going through some of these difficulties where there may be conflicts with others, but working to see the love there in them and in yourself, and trusting that your heart will help guide you. And this continues to pick up because in the love deck, it's the heart of the moment. The heart of the moment is right now, transitional, as it pertains to your love connections, your connection to yourself, your connection to spirit, the divine, your literally a romantic relationship that you might have to dissolve, or a new romantic relationship that's coming into your life because you out here being attractive and all of that. This card is asking you to take the time, so that coincides with the other things about deep freeze, wait, think about it. Take the time to settle in with your heart before making a decision to either dissolve a relationship that's not working or moving forward into a new one. Regardless of it, you have to sit with yourself first before you make a choice. No one can make the choice for you. No amount of advice from someone else, articles, none of that. It's about you being alone with yourself, taking the time to think about which direction am I going to go. Because if you can't trust the decisions that are coming from in here, how are you going to know you're doing the right thing for yourself? And the only way you can trust what's going on in here is if you sit and you pay attention to what's going on in here. So that's what this card is about. Take the time to pay attention to what's going on in here so you can make decisions that are going to be the best suited for you at this time. And how you need to heal, the reliable card. Are you going through with the commitments that you're making to yourself? You know, you can go out and you can tell your friend, your family, oh, I'm going to do this. I'll be there. I'll pick you up. I'll help you with this. I'll help you with that. I got you. I'll lend you. What about yourself? Are you making good on the commitments to yourself? You said you were going to go to the gym. Did you go? You said you were going to take a few times to meditate or breathe it out. Did you do it? You planned on writing that book, working on that project, taking a mental health day, going for a jog, riding your bike, spending an evening alone. Are you keeping those promises to yourself? And if you aren't, do you trust yourself? When we say that we're going to do things for ourselves but we don't do it, it affects the relationship that we have with ourselves. The relationship that we have with ourselves is the most important relationship that we've got going on in this physical plane. So if you cannot fulfill a promise to yourself, can you really expect anyone else to fulfill promises to you? What kind of standard are you setting for the people who come into your life if you haven't set appropriate standards for yourself? So consider, how reliable are you being to yourself? How often are you committing to the things that you say you're going to do for your self-improvement, for your self-betterment, for your peace of mind, for your future, for your present? So take some time to think about that. All right? And last thing that I'm going to mention is that we'll be getting closer to the new moon soon. And the new moon is an opportune time for you to try to manifest the things you want to bring forth into your life. So for those of you who resonated with the romance and love part of this relationship, hey, you know, new moon comes around, set your intention for what you want in a partner, what kind of partner, the qualities you want in a partner, the qualities you want to have to offer a partner. Like, give the universe a shout, you know, just ask for what you want. However, remember, your actions have to be in alignment with your values. And when you say you want something very specific, you have to be prepared to do the work, putting things in, and also Xing things out in order for you to get what you want. You can't have it both ways. So, actions in alignment with values. Keep that in mind the next time you decide to make a decision that might not be in the best interest of your long-term goals. All right? Thanks for tuning in. Namaste.